Hey y'all, it's your girl, Astonish Your Figure, back at it again. And I hope everybody is doing amazing on today. I hope everybody is loving on the people that love on them. But I wasn't going to go live, and then something told me to go live. And I really didn't have a topic, but children came to mind. And our children had something to say. And what I'm talking about on this is their self-esteem. If you are listening to this, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. I sure would appreciate it. Y'all know I would. I would appreciate it. Give me 1 second. If you are listening to this, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. Give me 1 second. All right, so when I say our children have something to say, I'm talking about their self-esteem. Why do our kids suffer from self-esteem? What is the main issue in regards to that? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Why are our kids suffering from self-esteem? The first thing is the lack of support. And not just financial, emotional too. Emotional support is essential to our kids' growth. They suffer because of social acceptance at that school. They're not accepted the way that they want to be. So that would allow them to have or develop a low self-esteem issue. Being criticized by the people that are important to them, and that's their parents. The number one thing is their parents. The first person a child loves is their mom. That's the first person, because you carried them, you know them, they was in it. So that's the first person they love. So being criticized by that first person that they love will cause a development in low self-esteem. Abuse and neglect, of course, right? Of course. Having an authoritative parenting style, that's that rough parenting style, aggressive parenting style. If you don't know the different stages of parenting, go ahead and check out my other videos, okay? When you have an authoritative parenting style, it also develops a anger and anxiety in your child too. So you just hitting them hard all the time, they're going to have low self-esteem, okay? Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Remember, at the age of 5 years old, our cortex, that's our frontal, that's how we view things. That's our behaviors and all that other stuff. At the age of 5, that starts to shift. And it starts to shift that a child or a person is more influenced by the outer. So at the age of 5, our kids are developing a self-esteem. Remember that. The things that are on the outside have a stronger influence about what you've already told them for the first 5 years of their life. Hearing negative words, of course, will lower a child's self-esteem. Having the pressure of school and what people think about them, that lowers a child's self-esteem. Social media, remember, cognitive priming. They are already being primed on social media about what's beautiful and what's acceptable and what's this and what's that already. So social media within itself has a very strong influence on our child's self-esteem, okay? I looked up a parent not apologizing for their wrongdoing also allows a child to have low self-esteem. So if you're wrong and you know you're wrong, but you won't apologize to your child because you're the parent, I'm going to need for you to get out of that ego and be an adult and say, my apologies, son or daughter, I was wrong. That shows that, it's not showing that you're equal, but it shows that you are willing to take accountability for any wrong things that you are doing to your child. So I did look up some statistics in regards to our children. 70% of our children are on social media every day. That's high. 70% of our children are on social media every day. That means 70% of our children are being exposed to what's right, what's beautiful, what shoes is this, what shoes is that, every single day. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for the ages of 10 to 24. Suicide is the second leading cause of death from the ages of 10 to 24. 7 out of 10 girls feel that they're not good enough. That's too high for me. I don't have no girls, but that's too high for me. So that means if you see 10 girls, 7 of those girls in that group think they're not good enough. 50% of mental health starts at the age of 14. So that means our 14-year-olds are experiencing mental health issues as I'm talking. It was said that 5,000 teens committed suicide in the first 10 months of the pandemic. 5,000 teens committed suicide in the first 10 months of the pandemic. I teach a lot of kids now. My population is children. I also do adolescents too. But I always tell parents that you have to realize our children have went through something that we've never experienced before, and that's a pandemic. All they've known was snatched away from them, and they were told to sit in the house and do schoolwork on the computer. So I always want parents and their children, well, parents most of all, to be patient with our children due to the fact that they have experienced this. And I ain't never experienced nothing like that. I don't know what I would do at the age of 14 if my mama said, well, you got to be in the house for 2 years. And you can't, all you can do is talk to your friends on the phone. You can't see them. Can't go to school. I'll be like, wait a minute now. I can't go to school. That would affect me. So after all of that information, what are we going to do to help increase self-esteem for our children? We are going to listen to them. Okay, we're going to listen because they got some stuff to say. We're going to listen. We're going to listen and allow them to express the way they feel, respectfully though. Now don't be getting disrespectful now, because I do still pay bills around here, and I do. But respectfully, you're going to listen to them. You're going to not get so upset if they say something that may rub your ego, because that's all it is. It's just an ego. You're not going to get so upset with them. You're not going to get so upset with the mistakes that they're making either. Because you got to understand they have to make mistakes. You did. You probably made a whole bunch of them. More than they probably will. You're going to encourage them to do new things, try new things. And if they don't like it, then they just don't like it. So what? But you're going to give them praise for at least trying. You're going to give them praise for the willingness to even try. Because that tells you right there that you're increasing their self-esteem, because they have the willingness to try something different. You're going to allow your child to fail because they need to. Okay? They need to make those mistakes. You are going to let them know that it's okay. It's okay. Because you got to remember, social media and the school environment is telling them that, no, it's not okay for you to not have those new pair of clothes or that hairstyle or this hairstyle. You got to realize that people are already on the outside telling them what they should be and what they should not be. You should be telling them that it's okay to be who they are, regardless. You are also showing love and affection, emotional love and affection. And not just crying because something went wrong, but cry about when it's right too. You know, be emotional. We know you a good parent. You don't got to be rough. Okay? They want that emotional side, you know. So assertiveness. Be assertive with your child. Show them that you have emotions, but you also want them to do better in life. Help them to set goals for themselves. For the little people, the 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds. I love seeing them in my office, even though some of them be trying to tear it up. But set them goals for, you know, I'm going to learn all of my ABCs. And we're going to do a check mark every time I got it right. That's setting goals. For our teenagers, give them options. Son, daughter, what school you are trying to go to when you graduate high school? Or are you even trying to go to school? Give them options. But be there right there with them. Be there with them while they're moving through life. Because you got to understand, this is their first time living this life. If they're 16, 17, they just started comprehending things 10 years ago. You know? Remember to tell your child that you love them. Because I guarantee that people are not doing that to them. Or they're falsely telling them that they love them. So make sure that you tell your child that you love them on a daily. Because they need to hear that. They do. And if you didn't watch my last week, what I did, I talked about cognitive priming. And our children are being cognitively primed all the time. They are being told what to be without even subconsciously knowing. They see this social media and they see the people at school. And again, our cortex at that age, they are influenced by the outside. So I want you to build up that inside. So when they are faced with things on the outside, they have confidence within themselves to know, like, I ain't got to do all that to be dope. I ain't got to do all that to be fly. I don't got to do all that. They know within themselves who they are. And it starts at the age of 5. When I am doing assessments on children, I ask the parent, or I ask the child, when you are having a hard time, what can somebody do to help you? Do you want people to talk to you, leave you alone, give you a hug? A lot of my kids say, especially teenagers, I want to be left alone. I want to be left alone. And the reason they say I want to be left alone is they can't articulate the emotions that they're feeling. They just know that they're feeling some type of way. So allow your child to have that space to figure out what type of emotion that they are feeling. Why did they get so mad because you told them to take out the trash? What is stemming from that? Give them that space. To try to figure this out, and then you guys can come together and talk to each other, and be that support that they need. All right. So again, I wasn't going to be before you guys very long. I told you I wasn't even coming, but I thought about our children, and I thought about the huge influence that we have on them as parents and as adults, and also what they have experienced that we've never experienced. And again, that was the pandemic. I want you guys to be patient with these young adolescents and these toddlers, the little people as I call them, because they have experienced something that we haven't, and they are learning their lives too. So it's your girl, Astounded. That really got to me. That's why I paused for a minute. Y'all see me in my feminine energy right now. Usually I'm like, but right now, no. So it's your girl, Astonish Your Figure. And I hope everybody enjoyed this information, the statistics. I always love doing research. But, I hope that this information that I brought to you will allow you to be a better support to your child or or other people's children, because a lot of times, it takes a village, right? It takes a village. So it's not just the parent, it's the auntie, it's the uncle, it's the cousins, the older cousins, it's everybody. So allow yourself to be that healthy support to our children, because again, they are experiencing something that we haven't experienced before. So share this with someone, send it to somebody messenger. I will see you guys next Saturday at 10:30. I apologize for being a little late, but again, I was in a little zone. But I love you guys. Be safe on this weekend. Enjoy your children, enjoy your family, love on the people that love on you, and I will see you guys next Saturday at 10:30. Peace.